Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the Hitchhiking Host Show. I am your ghost host, Wes Troop, and we're going to kick off this week's weekly news roundup. There's a lot of food news this week. Surprisingly, restaurants and whatnot. Let's see what's going down in the parks. This week marked the soft opening of Trader Sam's Grog Grotto at Disney's Polynesian resort located in the main lobby. Much like the Disneyland version, it's founded by everyone's favorite Adventureland head salesman, Trader Sam. Some of the drinks and food from California will be imported on the menu, but some will be exclusive to the Grotto, including drinks like Castaway Crush and Dark and Tropical Stormy. The Grotto is set to officially open in late April, and no reservations are required. Definitely a big fan of this idea, bringing this uber-popular Trader Sam's over to the Polynesian resort. Definitely have to check out both on your next vacations. Two new cool D-Tech Me figures will debut at this year's Star Wars weekends. For those not familiar, you go through a 10-minute process of a 3D scan and an action figure with your face as a character is created. This year's new additions are a Jedi Knight and TIE Fighter pilot, as well as the male/female Stormtrooper, Alderaan Princess, and Carbon Freeze options that have been offered in the past. The figures cost $119.95 plus shipping and handling, and will take about 6 to 8 weeks to ship. If you're interested, head over to Darth Maul, I love that name, during this year's Star Wars weekends at Disney's Hollywood Studios. May I say, if I had the extra money to fling around, I would totally get one of those, because I would expect something like that to be pretty close to the $500, $600 mark when you're talking stuff like that at Disney. So that $120 is not a bad price for that, especially because the figure looks awesome. But, you know, if that's like your big souvenir, that would be awesome. If you're a huge Star Wars fan, I could totally see getting one of those. I don't have one, but you never know, maybe one day. While we're talking about Disney's Hollywood Studios, the Studio Catering Company at Disney's Hollywood Studios has added a few new items to their menu. A pulled brisket sandwich with Munster cheese, arugula, and horseradish. Also the deli sandwich with ham, salami, pepperoni, provolone cheese, pesto spread, pepper relish, and balsamic glaze. The vegetable wrap with garlic herb spread, and a panini with turkey, Swiss, provolone, and honey mustard with a tomato basil soup on the side. Chicken noodle soup with soda on the side. What was that song? I don't know. There are also two new sides in addition to French fries and apple slices. Guests will also have the choice of house-made chips and tomato basil soup, like I said before. I ate at the Studio Catering Company. I think it was for the first time on my last trip, but I enjoyed it. I don't know if I ate there before. If it was the first time in forever that I ate there. Oh, those jokes aren't old. Alright, moving on to Downtown Disney, DTD. The United World Soccer Shop at Downtown Disney Westside had its final days this past week. The store will be converted into a Marvel store. Run by Disney, of course. No opening date has been announced. Okay, so soccer fans might be upset about this, but really, I'm a much, much bigger Marvel fan. I'm not even really a soccer fan at all. I don't even know the rules of the frickin' game. So I am off the charts excited that it's turning into a Marvel store. But you know, to each his own. I will be a fan of this. I will definitely be checking that out on my next trip. If you're looking forward to the upcoming Disney film Tomorrowland, you can catch an exclusive preview in Disney Parks. The sneak peek begins in mid-April and will include special in-theater effects. Ooh. You can find the Tomorrowland sneak preview in the Imagination Pavilion Theater at Epcot and the Tomorrowland Theater in Disneyland. Pretty much any theater that had been playing Captain EO. And of course, Tomorrowland hits theaters May 22nd, 2015. I really don't know a whole lot about this film other than the fact that George Clooney stars in it. Space Mountain is in the trailer, which is awesome. And there's a pin involved. Other than that, I really don't know a whole lot, so I'm excited to see what's going on. I may check out the Tomorrowland preview when I'm out in Cali, so we'll see. I'm pretty excited for this movie. And also, while we're talking about Epcot, this week back in 1994, Food Rocks made its debut in the Land Pavilion at Epcot. Yes, and we've been talking about good nutrition ever since. Until Soaring came and ruined that show, but that's beside the point. I wanna be your high fiber. Woo, wow. Yes, definitely some interesting stuff that happened this week, and we'll keep you updated on all that goodness. But right now, speaking of goodness, if you are a fan of flowers, this is the show for you. Not every week, but this week, more importantly, I'm gonna be taking a special look at the special event going down in Epcot. It's going down, baby. This, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. A popular special event takes place every spring at Epcot. This year's Epcot International Flower and Garden Show takes place from March 4th to May 17th, 2015. Bam. One of the most beloved things at the festival are the Disney character topiary displays. Over 100 different topiaries of your favorite characters, ranging from Mickey Mouse to Tinkerbell, can be found. New this year are Anna and Elsa, which can be found in the World Showcase Plaza, a topiary display called Goofy About Spring, which of course features Goofy, Chip and Dale, and others located near the main entrance. Miss Piggy can be found in the Italy Pavilion, and Spring is in the Air, which features butterfly topiaries behind Spaceship Earth. Right after you thank the Phoenicians, you can thank some butterflies. Also, throughout the park, you can find the outdoor kitchens featuring seasonal dishes and beverages. Much like the Food and Wine Festival, but a lot less. New this year is a Latin American-themed kitchen named Botanos Botanico. I'm sure I butchered that, but oh well. Featuring seafood ceviche, cochapa con queso, and more, located between the France and Moroccan Pavilion. Oddly enough, not near the Mexican Pavilion, even though it's Latin American, whatever. There are other outdoor kitchens include Fleur de Lis in France, Honami in Japan, Jardin de Fiesta in Mexico, there you go, the Primavera Kitchen in Italy, and the Smokehouse Barbecue and Brews at the American Adventure Pavilion. The former Wonders of Life Pavilion hosts as the event's festival center. Sigh. Oh, those were the good old days. Anyway. Presentations from Disney gardening experts can be found where they will be giving advice and answering questions. You can also pick up a passport book, much like the one from the Food and Wine Festival, to get stamped along the way through the festival. You can get a stamp with every $5 you kiss goodbye. It makes it more worth it, I guess. I don't think so, but whatever. There are also great concerts at the Garden Rocks concert series, such as Starship, the Village People, and the Little River Band at the American Gardens Theater every Friday through Sunday, every weekend. Famous gardening personalities will have special shows as well in the festival center. So, I've been to the Spring and Garden Festival, and, you know, I didn't go specifically on a trip for that reason, but I'm just sort of like, oh, whatever, you know, it's happening while I'm there, that's fine. And I actually enjoyed it. You know, I literally had no expectations at all, but I really liked the topiaries. And this was back in 2011, last time I was there for it. You know, they were great topiaries. It was Daisy, Donald, Mickey, and Minnie. I remember Stitch near Mission Space. The first time I was ever on Mission Space, and I didn't really care for it. And, you know, Peter Pan and England and UK Pavilion, I should call it. The Crocodile, Captain Hook, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast ones I liked. Yeah, I like, you know, they're all awesome. You're talking to a person that knows absolutely nothing about gardening and has no care about it for the world. But I still enjoyed it. I like it. The Butterfly House it was like literally 5-second walk through, but they had the Bambi topiary in there, which was cool. Would I go specifically on a trip to Epcot just for the Flower and Garden Festival from Ohio? Probably not. But if you're there, definitely check it out. I mean, why would you not? It's fine. You have to be a really gardening pro or a real big fan to go just for that if you're living in a different state or whatnot. But definitely check it out if you're going to be in the area. Alright, well that's the show for this week. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube, youtube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the Facebook page, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on Twitter and Instagram @HitchHostShow. And I hope you all enjoyed the first ever weekly Picks of the Week. Every Monday through Friday, I'm going to put a different picture up from the Disney parks. And they're pretty cool. And thanks to everyone who liked the pictures and favorited and retweeted and all that goodness. And also the first ever Ride Day Friday was Jingle Cruise this past week. So I hope you all enjoyed my ride through of the Jingle Cruise and the bad skipper with his bad holiday jokes. Yeah. But anyway, until the next episode, don't forget to... for the next episode.